Alright, in this video, I'm going to quickly go over how you can source e-commerce brand decision maker emails for your cold email campaigns. This is specifically for e-commerce agencies. If you're struggling with finding qualified leads, you're using saturated leads, everyone's using, your reply rates are low, your appointment booking rates are low. This video is actually going to help you find more high intent e-commerce leads that you can actually reach out to pitch with your CRO services, email marketing services, anything related to e-commerce. The first thing is actually starts with this software called BrandNav, and what you want to do is you can actually search for a bunch of e-commerce brand domains, so the domain of their website, using all these filters here. So estimated monthly sales, country codes, if you want to target US, UK, Canada, and whatnot, whatever you want. Industry, so you can pick an industry, you can choose beauty and health brand. So this is, if you're targeting a sub niche, this is fantastic because you can, women's apparel, clothing brand, or diets and supplements, eyewear, whatever you really want. So you not just reach out to generic brands, you reach out to the brands that you want to reach out to. Technology stack, so if you're an email marketing agency, you'd want to be working most likely with people using Klaviyo. So you can put in Klaviyo here and make sure that that e-commerce brand has Klaviyo integrated with it, which is great because essentially they're more qualified, and they're just going to have a higher understanding of email marketing and more receptive to your offer as well. So this is to get the domains. Once you've got the domains, you actually put them into Clay. Now, I've already done this before with a subniche, so I'm just going to import one of the times I've done this before. So it's screener, let's just say 6. Let's just open this up. Now, screener on BrandNav is just the place where you get the domain. You don't want to use Enrich or Verifier in this platform BrandNav. You only want to get the domains. You want to leave the rest in Clay. So we just continue. You just want to bring in the domain, and that's it. Save and don't run. Let's move this as well. What you want to do is you want to change this into a company domain, and then also as a link, as a URL. We'll get rid of the first column row, and then we just have a bunch of domains. So what you want to do with these is actually find the decision makers at these brands. So we run an Apollo integration. So now we don't actually use Apollo. We run an Apollo integration to find the people of these domains, because if you just find the e-commerce decision makers from Apollo, that's when you deal with that saturation problem where everyone's just reaching out to those leads. So you just find people at company name, and what you want to do is put in these inputs. So job titles like CEO, founder, co-founder, owner, CMO if it's a bigger company, but I'll just leave it with these for now. And then you just want to do / and company domain, and you want to limit it to 1 output per row, so that we don't get multiple decision makers and it complicates everything. So all you want to do is then just continue to add fields, and the information we want is like first name, name. This is going to help us find the email itself, the LinkedIn profile URL if we want to do any LinkedIn outreach to them, as well as the cold emails around like omni-channel system. Or we need organization name. We need the name, because that'll be the matching company name for that domain. And then we want the title as well. And so all you do here is just save and just run. Actually, we'll save and we won't run because it'll run 500 rows at once. But all you want to do now, when you've got all this, is just run these enrichments. So this is all the information we need. So then all we do is I just like to move. And this is specifically for e-commerce. So I've worked on finding a way to get e-commerce links quite easily, because I know a lot of people struggle with that in the e-com niche. So what you want to do is just go here, run column. You will need to connect, if you need Apollo for this, you'll need to connect your Apollo key into Clay, which is a pretty simple process. Clay will show you how to do that. We'll run 200 rows starting from row 1. And we just run this enrichment. So it's going to give us, if Apollo finds a match, it's going to lay it out into this table right here. It does take some time, but see, here we go, found one person, Melanie Hutchinson, the LinkedIn profile, Magic Dust. So this is just an e-commerce brand that we found through different methods, so that it's actually much easier to reach half these people and probably get a reply, because you're not just, there's a higher chance that these people aren't getting blasted as much because you found them manually. Now, when it's done all these, let's just use these as a sample. I'm going to show you how to actually get their emails as well. So what you want to do, filter on the column and just make sure it's just not empty. And then what you want to do is just add an enrichment and work email. And this is where like Clay is insane, because it can just run this whole thing. So I'll just get rid of this one because 6 per row is just too expensive. You can choose whether you want to verify it in Clay itself. I just use Million Verify. It's another platform that I use, Million Verifier. This is a platform I use I just put CSVs into here and then I just verify emails from there because it's really cheap. But let's just say we don't want to verify. In Clay, all we do is just save and we just run these rows. So let's just run 10 rows because I don't want to waste credits. It should do it in a sec. Yeah, so what you're going to do is just let this play score. So this is just going to find you all the emails. It's going to run all the enrichments to get the highest chance of finding the email. And essentially, once this is done, and you can do this for as many leads as you want, it's all about how many you actually export from BrandNav into Clay, and then you can run as many as you like, really, on the Apollo integration to get all this lead information, and then get the emails. And then from here, you just verify the emails. You can do that in Clay, or you can do that in Million Verifier. And then to send the cold emails, we just put them into Instantly AI or Smart Lead, whichever cold email software you're using. If you're an e-commerce agency and you want specific help when it comes to building out cold email campaigns, getting these leads, personalizing the outreach, using Clay to actually make these leads even more high intent with website scraping and whatnot, and just a full solution for script writing, inbox management, and actually setting prospects into the calendar done for you. You can actually click a link in the description where you can book in a demo call, and we can have a chat about how it can help you potentially grow, whether it's your CRO agency or email marketing agency. If it doesn't sound like a fit, all good. I don't really care if you click it or not, but if it does sound interesting, you can do that. Other than that, I will make more videos specifically about e-commerce niche as well, and just as a whole agency, how to get clients, how to close deals, and how to deliver the service. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.